Hey guys, it's Julia, and today I'm going to be doing my September wrap-up video. So this month was an okay reading month. I didn't get a ton of books read, but I got a decent amount. Probably the low ball end of what I normally read, unless I'm in a reading slump. But anyway, so I read a total of, I'm gonna call it 4 books, because I'm almost done with another book. So by the time September ends, I will have read 4 books, which, like I said, is an okay reading month. So the first book that I read this month was Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. I've been attempting to read this book forever. I started reading this series back in January and have just been kind of slowly creeping through. And I read this second book a couple months ago, and this is the third book, and I think maybe the size was what was getting to me, but I did end up, I think I read like 11 chapters before this month, and then finally I was just like, alright, I'm gonna do it, I'm just gonna read it. I'm a mood reader, and I just couldn't figure out what I wanted to read, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go with Air of Fire and try to get through it. So I did end up getting through it within just a couple of days, and it was really good. It was not my favorite out of all of these books. Definitely the second still is my favorite so far, but I'm really excited to read the 4th book, which is Queen of Shadows, so I'll probably be reading that within the next couple months. I purchased Tower of Dawn, and I really want to get to that, so in order to get to that, I gotta finish reading this series, because otherwise a lot of stuff will not make sense. The next book I read this month was Given to the Sea by Mindy McGinnis, which is a book that I've been wanting to read since it came out. I believe this came out in April or May, and it was one of my most anticipated reads for the year, and I don't know why it took me this long to read it, but I finally did, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it a 4-star rating. If you don't know what this book is about, it is about a girl who is basically born to be sacrificed to the sea. Hence the name. She is raised knowing that she is going to be someday given to the sea, and if she's not given to the sea, then basically this big wave will take over the kingdom of which she lives in. In the city that she lives in, it gets attacked, and she gets separated from her keeper or person that kind of raises her, because her mother died being given to the sea after she was born, and basically the main character in the story is supposed to have a baby before she is given to the sea. That way her daughter will be raised and also given to the sea in the next 18-20 years or so. So in the process of her kind of accepting the fact that she's going to be given to the sea, she meets a couple new friends, and one of these is the prince of her kingdom and his so-called kind of brother and sister. There's kind of like this love triangle in it, but it's not like an annoying weird love triangle. I enjoyed the love triangle because it wasn't like she was leading on both guys. But anyway, I really did enjoy the story. It was really good. The concept was new and fresh, and so it was executed in a really great way, and so yeah, I really enjoyed this. The next book that I read was the book for the BookTube book club, which was They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. This one I had some mixed feelings about, which I will talk more about in our live show, which will be tomorrow. So if you have read this book, then I would recommend joining us for that, and we can kind of chit chat about it, and I can tell you more about my feelings on it. I can tell you that I ended up giving it a 3.5 stars out of 5, and like I said, I will tell you guys why tomorrow during the live show. I have not read any of Adam Silvera's other books, but after reading this, I do feel like I will probably read a few of his other books, because I did enjoy his writing style. The last book is the book that I am currently reading, which I don't actually have the book. I'm listening to it on audiobook. If you know me, you know that I have to have a physical copy of the book, so I will be ordering it here soon when my husband allows me to order some books, which should be soon. The book that I'm currently reading is One Dark Throne by Kendare Blake. I had read the first book, Three Dark Crowns, whenever it first came out last year in September, and really enjoyed it, and it seemed like a build-up story to the second book. So far I'm really enjoying the second book, and it has a lot of action. It's really fast-paced, so I'm really loving it, and I can't wait to get through it. I believe it's just a duology, it's not a series, so I'm very happy about that, because I'll know the conclusion by the end of the second book. Also, if you didn't know, I am giving away a copy of One Dark Throne during my 7 Days of Fall, which I am hosting now. So if you haven't jumped on that bandwagon, check out my announcement video, which I will link down below for you guys to check out. And you can join at any time. It is about halfway through, but I would love to have some more people on board doing these videos and the prompts that I've created. So that is really it for this video. I would call this, like, as far as how well I liked the books, I would say that it was a pretty good reading month. I wish that I would have gotten through a little bit more. I am, however, satisfied with the amount that I read, considering Heir of Fire is a pretty long book. Next month, I am going to try to push myself because I am back down to only working on the weekends, so I will have more time to read, which I am excited about. I have been going through this little bit of a slump of like reading the actual physical book. I've been listening to a lot more audiobooks than physical books, but I need to get back into actually opening a book and reading it off the page because I really enjoy that. I've just been so busy lately that it just really hasn't worked for me lately. But like I said, I'm going to be home during the week, so I should have more time to sit down and actually read books. So anyway, that is really it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!